on our way. Usually I don't post. Usually I don't post, but I want the world to know. Time to pull a drop tops out. Summer nights, it's a vibe, yeah. We've been keeping it in the house. Netflix and chillin', I GDM. And welcome back to another video. So this video is a week of workouts. There is some talking in between. However, I really focus on 4 strength training days, and in between those times I did do cardio. So I went for a run on Sunday and I went for a run on Tuesday and Thursday. So kind of balanced. Did 4 days of strength training, 3 days of the cardio. Now keep in mind, I did strength train on the days that I did run. So Tuesday and Thursdays are my normal run days, and it's only like 2 to 3 miles, so I can knock my strength training out in the morning. So let me know if you enjoy this type of content by leaving me a thumbs up, a comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. Turn on your post notifications so that you never miss an upload from me. Let's get into the video. These are the greens I'm taking. Kiala greens. They are good for energy, digestion, bloating, minimize bloating, and boost immunity. My friend Shane put me on to these. And I usually don't like powdered greens, but these taste pretty good. And then my other friend Cece said to take your probiotics and your greens on an empty stomach, or before you have any caffeine or anything, and it'll help with bloating. And she said it's helped her. She has PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, I believe, and she said it's helped her tremendously with losing weight. My lips are dry. I need to go get my gym bag and get my chapstick. Cheers to the girls' weekend. So the last time I went for a run at this particular park, I had on sports bra, leggings. Well, today I'm wearing a bodysuit. My back is out. My husband would be so proud of me, and I can't wait to tell him about it, because the last time that lady was like, what happened to modesty? I worked hard for this body, okay? Physically and mentally and emotionally. Me and this body done went through some things. So if I want to show her off a little bit, I can do that. I'm gonna do that. All right, we're on our way. I hope that everybody had a great weekend and that it was relaxing. You got to do the things you wanted to do. My husband will be home today. Thank God for the job, okay? But I do not like how it takes him away from us. Because my goodness, it's hard being a solo parent, a single mom. And I was telling one of my friends just Friday, we actually were on TikTok live together. I was telling her, man, I got to give a shout out to you, because I know it wasn't by choice. Nobody ever sets out to say, hey, I'm going to raise my kid by myself, even if you're in a relationship with the other person or not. But the fact that you're able to do it, I never hear her complain. I mean, she could, but I never hear her, and here I am complaining about having to do it for 4 days. I felt so bad. But she was saying, she reassured me. You know, she was just telling me that yes, it's nice to have help, but when you've done it for so long by yourself, you really don't notice that you don't have the help. And what a word, because before he started traveling like this, because he did have a stint where he was not going anywhere, it was like I didn't notice that I was had to do a lot, or that I had help, because we were partners. Like, and I wouldn't necessarily call it help. We were just both fulfilling our obligations and our responsibilities to our kids. But when he's not there, you realize, okay, what's going on here? But shout out to all the parents, because being a parent is hard, period. Okay? It's not easy. Shout out to the aunties. And if you have a village, shout out to you. If you have a village that's willing to help you with your family, shout out to you. You know? That's a blessing. That's a blessing within itself. If you have help readily available. Because yesterday pulled me and turned me every which way but loose. Because I had to drive 30 minutes across town to drop Tori off, come back home, work out, go back and get her, take Tatum to the bookstore. It was a lot. We made it. All right, I'm here. I'm not gonna bore you with the warm-up unless you want to see it. I need a new nose ring. I think I told y'all this before, but the little piece that hangs out right here, it sometimes grazes up against my nose and it makes me feel like something is there. So I'm constantly touching it and swiping at it. And I know people think I'm picking my nose, but I'm really not. And I ain't snorting enough there either. But I would love a hoop. I would love a hoop nose ring. The park is empty, yay! But that's also not good. Like, I like when it's full, especially in the evenings, just in case something pops off. But text my man and let him know where I'm at. Even though he could check where I'm at, but he got my location. He got the GPS on his truck. All you gotta do is pull up the app. Okay, so I'm letting my watch get a little bit more juice while I warm up. By the time I finish my Therabody massage gun and my actual warm up, my watch should be ready to go. And I'm gonna get to it. I'll bring y'all along. The quality is gonna look a little different because I'm gonna have my PowerShot camera, but it's very compact and can fit in the pocket of my run vest. And I'm glad I grabbed the run vest because I did not want to hold. Oh, I left my water at home. Well, I've run with water and not taken a sip before, so hopefully that will be the same for today. All right, see y'all out there. Run complete. I did 3 miles, and I think I did it in 38 minutes. Let's check. I think. Okay, 3.02. About to head back to the house, make some breakfast, and I'll check in with y'all then. First, I gotta cool down. I gotta stretch. I made it home. I made it home. I made it home. I just took all my stuff in the house. I put this shirt back on because it's cold in there. Somebody was cutting grass at the neighborhood near the park. I ran through the neighborhood and now I'm sneezing like crazy. I did not take Zyrtec today. I'm about to go pop one now and make a little breakfast. I think I'm gonna do maybe an omelet and some bacon. I don't know. We'll see. I hate that First Watch took that lemon blueberry cornbread or whatever it was off their menu, because that was some good stuff. I wonder if the girls want to go get breakfast. But then that means I would have to go take a shower, go sit somewhere, be hungry. I'm going to just cook here. I may Good morning. Happy Monday. I love to start my Monday off with a lower body workout. Here I am warming up the glutes with the hip abductor machine. I like this machine. It's very intense and I love it. I moved on to the single leg press. I started out with 2 plates on each side and then I worked my way up to 3 plates on each side. I really like bilateral movements because it helps strengthen my left side. My right side is a lot stronger. But and we're doing this is a hack squat. I don't know what this machine is called, but I'm doing a reverse hack squat because we don't have a hack squat machine in my gym. This one is kind of at an angle, but I like these because I can get a deeper squat. And when I went to go get a squat rack, there were bags there and they were taken, so I decided to do this one. Same movement, just the weight is not on my back. And then I finished up with some walking lunges. I kind of wish I would have got some weights for this, but still the same effect. I walked down and back twice. And this is our mind body studio room at the gym where we do yoga classes. But a pretty good workout for a Monday, considering I was short on time and did Stairmaster shortly before. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, peeps. I don't look happy because I'm tired. It is what it is, man. Just got home. Probably about to go get dressed for the gym. I have got to go work out, come home, cook, get the kids off the bus. Tatum has an appointment at 4. Bring the kids back home, feed them, and then I have a run. I don't know how I'm going to get it all done, but I'm going to get it all done. All right, let's go. All right, we're back in the gym for another upper body session. I am just warming up my shoulders, my back, because although I'm doing biceps and triceps, sometimes my back and shoulders get involved depending on the lift. So I just want to make sure my entire upper body is prepared for today's workout. If you're born in 1980 or later, you cannot afford to skip the warm up, okay? So do that. Do the warm up. We start out with bicep curls, seated bicep curls. We start off here because the weighted area, the free weights area was a little crowded. So out of respect, I started over here so I wouldn't get anybody in my video. Then I moved on to the tricep dips or tricep push downs. They're emulating a dip. I feel a big imbalance in this in my left side and my right side. So I've got to do a lot of unilateral work as it pertains to this move so that I can be balanced. And then we move on to these. I call these tricep extensions or push downs as well. I just get a better squeeze with this exercise and the weight is concentrated right in front of me. So that makes it a lot easier for me. Next up, I'm doing a bilateral bicep curl and a static hold with the other dumbbell. After I do a few reps, I switch into the other side. This is a pretty intense one. As you can see, I'm only using 20 pounds and it is taking me through there. Next up, we have these tricep extensions. This is a 30-pound dumbbell and yeah, I struggled a little bit, but I pushed through. And then the last exercise, I'm not sure what it's called, but it was in a training plan that I had previously. And so I decided to bring it back. It works the biceps and the forearms. And you don't need a lot of weight to do this. I'm using 10-pound dumbbells and I am crying inside. Okay. And last but not least, I did some tricep kickbacks. I used my resistance band just because the area started to get crowded and I didn't want to get anybody's way. And that concludes our upper body day for this workout. Hola, hola, welcome back. I hope you're enjoying this week of workouts powered by me. I believe we might be on day 3. Today is Wednesday? Yeah, we're on day 3. Today we're going to hit a little hamstrings and glutes. I'm going to be easy with the hamstrings because I have not been working them because of the running, and I've been doing the runner apps workouts. So some hamstring stuff like glute bridges, couple of thrusts, but nothing too crazy. But today we're gonna get to them. I have on some different headphones. I got these headphones from TJ Maxx, y'all. I purchased these when we were doing back to school shopping, and I saw them at the checkout, and they were like $30. And these are JBLs. I think JBL 520. And my plan was to save them for a Christmas present. But I think after I use them today, I'm going to give them to Tori. She asked for some noise canceling headphones. If she doesn't want them, then I'll just buy her own. But my Apple headphones, if you don't clean them off, they can smell sweaty. And they were really, the smell was just overpowering me today. Like the sweat smell. Kind of like a mildew. Like something got wet and it dried. Like while it was enclosed. So it smells like mildew. So I'm going I cleaned them and they're drying now, because you literally just take the little piece that goes over your ear, you take it out and wipe it down with some soap and water. And so I needed some headphones, and I was like, oh, I got these JBLs because I got some AirPods, but they fall out of my ear real bad. So we're gonna rock with these. Hopefully they come through for you, girl. I charged them up, 97% charge, so we're ready to go. All right, back to the workouts. We're back in the gym for a hamstring and glutes focus workout. I started off with some fire hydrants, and then I transitioned to kickbacks. These movements ensure that my hips, my glutes, and my hamstrings are primed and ready for today's workout. I did about 2 sets of each, 10 to 15 reps in each movement. These burned worse than the actual workout. But a warm-up is supposed to get you ready. I went to glute bridges, and boy, oh boy, were my glutes on fire. This is a really, really good one, a good warm-up. If you don't do these often, I would suggest putting these in the programming, okay? Because they are effective. And then next I transitioned to some banded good mornings, where they're just hinged over. I got that band right above my knee. And honestly, a good morning and an RDL, are they like sisters? Identical sisters. Because honestly, it's the same movement. I think it just depends on where the weight is placed as to if we call it an RDL or a good morning. Next up are hip thrusts. I started out with a 45-pound plate on each side, and then I transitioned to two 45-pound plates on each side. And I did try to do a tiny, tiny, tiny squeeze, a little pause at the top of the movement. Did I succeed? Find out on the next episode. Next up, we have single leg hamstring curls. These are chef's kiss for growing the glutes and growing the hamstrings. So please do these by all means. Next up, I have a wide stance sumo squat. And I realized that my back is rounded in this clip. And that's because my spine was not being kept neutral. I should have been looking forward instead of down. But that concludes today's workout. See you next time. It's Friday, and that means another upper body workout. Today we will be focusing on back, and so I'm doing that same warm-up from earlier this week using that same resistance band because the PVC pipe was gone again. I don't mind though. I like using my bands. I bought this band from thexbands.com, and I believe this is their light long band. It has a lot of versatility. You could pretty much use it for an entire workout if you wanted to. But I enjoy using it for my warm-ups. And I look hella bloated, but it is what it is. I'm still a baddie, okay? A baddie with a fatty. These are some
They're called rows, okay? I can't think of the exact name, but the assisted pull-up machine was taken, so I did these. I did about 4 sets of 10. And then we went to single arm rows. And I think I used 30 pounds here, and then I eventually went up to 35. But we have 4 sets of 10 there as well. This machine is our deltoid. I can't think of the name of it. It's right there on the machine. It's a deltoid fly, but it works the back as well. I kept it short and sweet for back day. And so this is pretty much the gist of my workout. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, if you enjoyed this type of content, this week of workout style content, please let me know. Give me the feedback so that I know to put out only what you guys want to see. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. You can share this channel with your friends and family, or anybody that you feel may benefit from my content. I love you all. I thank you so much for watching, and just have a great weekend. Bye guys.